Hello, welcome to Mystic Moons, chats and personal readings. Spring is here. And what is spring? Spring is love. Love. How many lovers are out there? How many people are in love? How many people want to be in love? Love. The magical feeling of being alive. And spring, even though the tiniest buds have yet to come out, at least where I am, the heavens are rejoicing the fact that it's spring, spring, spring is here. Now, who's in love? Who's not in love? Who is in a mutual love, two sides getting together? And who is in a love that they want the love. Everybody wants the love. Even if they run away, they're chasers, they still want love. Are you in love? Welcome, lovers, passionate people, zest for life people, lifers. Love is such a mystery, isn't it? It's not just sexual attraction, no. It's more than that. Sexual attraction just wears off sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't. But love is everything. Love is 24/7. Have you ever been in love? A one-sided love? Hello. How are you? How are you doing, Just Paul? How have you been? Been doing well? Are you in love? Or, there's people that are in love for the seasons. Winter love, spring love. But what kind of love are you in? Are you involved in a 4-season, 12-month, year after year love? Or just a flings? What is? How are people doing these days in love? Have you had your true love? Or it's just a light love? Is it a heavy love? What kind of love? This is not for kids, just Paul. This is for adults. But I'm sure you have love to come into this world. What grade are you in? 4th grade? No, just Paul. You should not be up this late listening to this. This is for older people, older persons. Well, it's for older people. Not that we're going to say other things, but this is for 12 years old. Everybody loves you. Even if they don't say it, they love you. You're cute. But no, we're talking about adult love. So goodbye. Good night. Go to bed. Bye-bye. Now, we want to talk about adult love. Successful love, unsuccessful love, trying for love, vying for love. Love. Have you ever watched old movies, the way that they romantic love? Well, it's hard in video to really put life's love. It's not the same, even though it may be tantalizing. Being a watcher of love and being a participant of love, two different things, right? Two different things. One is kind of like you're distance. A watcher is a distant love. But a participant is, you can rub your fingers together and rub your bodies together. Just feel love. You know, and also love is also it's love of life. Love of life. You don't wish love of life. There's different degrees. I mean, you can love to eat, love to walk, and you can love for the momentary things in life. But I mean, really loving, it's a gift. Love is a gift. I mean, you can like, and some people use the word like and love interchangeable. In a way, it is. But real love, do we really know what real love is if you don't know what real life is, right? I mean, knowing who you are takes the mystery away from wondering if you are in love. Because if you are in love, you know it. You don't have to ask, do you love me? Do I love you? Otherwise, it's almost as though those other types of love, you're always going on some level, what's in it for me? What's in it? Why should I be with this person? Do I get my needs met? Do I get my, and I'm not talking physical, do I do I get my meals, right? Do I get attention? What do I get from being? Now, as soon as you say, like, what do I get? Or what's in it for me? It almost commercializes with some money value. But of course, marriage is a contract, and you cannot just live on certain things without other things kicking in, right? The person that you're with for marriage, now marriage is marriage. And there are many reasons for marriage. Some people get married because it's a contract. It's a personal business almost. And which some people don't have to be in love to get married. It's simply it's expected of them. It's to their advancement. And other people, they feel rush on passion and they get married. And which is best? Which is lasting? I mean, it starts basically from you and your partner mutually wanting to experience love. I mean, real love. Real love. And you can say, have we been taught to be really in love? I mean, real love isn't just in falling for fancy words or a fit body. Real love. Do we ever really, many of us are guilty of not ever experiencing or being capable to experience love. Maybe that's why people get disillusioned. Well, they ask, does my boyfriend love me? He's your boyfriend. Of course he should love you. Or maybe, what's your definition of boyfriend? Does my girlfriend love me? And you go, my girlfriend. Does my girlfriend love me? If you have to ask, why do you not think if you were both capable of love, real love, that you would not even have such a state of mind? It tells you that you're not in a loving relationship when you have to question. But then again, you have to keep in mind love, real love, is growing together. Growing apart happens because maybe the person is not really experiencing real love for you, for their own self. I mean, you have to analyze these things. Besides thinking that you're going through all sorts of trips in your head, I'm not worthy of love, or this, and that, or maybe I don't look that great to that person, or whatever. The point is, you have to have a state of self-knowledge to be able to know what love is. Otherwise, you're just into it, flings. And you can say, like, practice makes perfect, but does it? Does it? Hello, how are you? Hello, Sully, Sully. Oh, I'm well. Oops. Kicked it over there. I am well. How are you doing? How's everything? Are you how are you doing? Are you ready for the spring? Good. Good. Are you in love? Are you experiencing a good emotional love? Building up to it, huh? Building up to it. Building up to it. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not. I mean, I feel universal love, but myself, no, I'm not in love. Not in love. But it's amazing that it seems like, strange. Just seems to be a lot of concept, just watch your love going around. Watch your love, as opposed to like really myself seeing real love. Just a lot of watch your love. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But I mean, so many times that you have to keep in mind that when you fall in love with someone, you have to make sure that person is like, you know, knows what love is, right? I mean, even friends too. I mean, it seems like when you want to spend time with someone, it's like, is is that person like, with it? I mean, is that person like, is that person capable of being a friend? I mean, it all has so many layers. Everything has so many layers. It's so complex. I mean, it's so simple and so complex at the same time. All right, isn't it? I mean, friends are friends for life. There's friends for 2 weeks. There's friends for 3 years. Friends until you get a new car. Friends until you move into a better housing situation. All sorts of friends, all sorts of friends, and for length of time. And you would almost, but that's American culture. That's American culture. Other places, not so. Maybe it's because, United States has such a transitory element. You move to a better place, move down from a better place, go get educated over here, go get educated over there, and, take trips, do this, do that. So it's rather strange, isn't it? Yeah, I know. You know what it is. It's very strange too. I understand that. It's very strange that sometimes too that people they like to like. I mean, we're all like kings and queens on some level. Let's face it. Our own egos we deal with, but sometimes people have to. Oh, there's certain people that they always feel they have to. And it can be your friend too, your friend, and it's usually with friends you notice this, that they have to like try to one up you. I mean, they always try to like, it's like a not a domino thing, but it's like throwing dice. I have to make this person, they put a clamp on you or something. They got to try. It's like an arm wrestling kind of relationship. And then when they feel that both of you are both evenly matched, then we can like be in the business of being friends. But then there's always that tension in there. I find myself like I've known people for a while. Some of them like I just like can't be bothered with a tug of war. And then too, and then you know you have to grow. You keep growing and growing. I mean, they say you outgrow your friends. Yeah, you. I mean, certain people they want you to stay the same. So they can keep playing the same monotonous 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. It's something. That's probably why you're no longer friends with someone, right? It's just I mean a person is like these different lines in their different development. I mean a person is like that. I mean a person has different places to go and different things to grow. I mean, I think sometimes we just don't have enough like learning, like try and do this, try and do that, enough things going on, as opposed to like eating, sleeping, watching TV, listening to music, instead of like, hey, let's do something together. And then, two people don't progress at the same time, it gets all sorts of defense and aggression, things like that, right? Whoa, that's hot. Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's another thing too. You hit upon a note, financial. When people hit your friends, right? Your friends. And you go out to you do this and you ha ha and you bop it along. And then, it goes on that way, right? And then all of a sudden, if you get a rough patch, all of a sudden, freak out like you're going to eat up the refrigerator or you're going to like, move in or something. And all of a sudden, you are the loser, right? And they are the winner. The winner, we got winners, winner friends, and we have loser friends. And then all of a sudden, the shift, that's interesting. I mean, it's like, it's very, very strange. I mean, we're in a financial crisis, and of course, there are lots of things happening. I mean, jobs are fluctuating, there's things are happening. And then people go, oh no, I don't like the, like, it's like if you're in a slide, people go, oh, that's like a virus, right? It's like a virus. And they want to run, it's like contagious. Exactly. 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 But her whole thing is like you have the a different vibe going down. It might rub off on her. That's basically. I mean, people are losing their job. I mean, come on, there are like millions and millions of people losing their jobs. You have to redefine yourself, and that takes time. And that takes like, I mean, what did Bill Gates say the other day? Bill Gates said like, in 10 years time, which means 5 years time, uh, most people won't have a job. No need for doctors, lawyers, secretaries, anything, because we'll have like this whole machine dystopic reality that is in progress quite well right now. I mean, right now they're going snip, 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 and then you're in this, and then there's going to be like handlers to keep you in your own little, 2x4 bunk bed, more or less. But I mean, that's the whole thing. We're all fearful of being sliced and diced, no job, and have to redefine our occupations. What is that? We're allowing this to happen by being fearful of it and like shunning people. Well, not talking about it. I mean, not being realistic, being fearful of like the gravy train, not even the gravy train, the money trail drying up. Well, don't be disappointed. It's like, you have a friend who doesn't understand, who's fearful of losing her own stuff. Her own stuff. She's fearful. She thinks she's scared of like reality. She's scared of being a human being, basically, right? She's scared. And, that's why you have like so many things being so lax because they're setting everybody up for failure. I mean, the country is set up for like a big change, and I think that with she could just have said, "Well, gee, you lost. I'm scared of like of being in your situation." And then that shows you what kind of friend she is or was doesn't matter. I mean, I have friends like that too, and like what you have to do basically is concentrate on like put her to the side and stop being disappointed and just think about how are you going to maneuver? Are you going to continue on the same path? You got to branch out. You know, you have to think about your time, your hours. You know what I mean? You got to divvy up your time and think. I mean, it's almost as though you got to like section off your months, and then you got to think about the seasons, what's hot, weather-wise. I don't mean heat-wise. I mean, oh, what the season allows you to do, and things like that, like how much daylight, how much this, how much that, and figure it out that way. See, because she only said of yeah, but she was like, you gotta get a little thin. I mean, a thicker crust going, because that she's like scared. She's scared that what happened to you could happen to her. That's what it is, and she can't stand reality, and that's an important part of the whole thing. She cannot handle real life. She's into escapism. And anyone that has any difficulty, oh my God, she's like already, she is petrified. And that's kind of difficult. I mean, it's important to know the stamina and the mental health of the people you are associated with. However, it is, yes, like you said, disappointing that she is so thin makeup. She's not, she's superficial. She does not know herself, and she's afraid of knowing herself. That's basically the whole point. I mean, that's to say the word victim. There are predatory people. We know that. There are extreme predatory people. There are people that are like, I missed out, and if I missed out, why should you get what should have happened to me? Now that's the way, unfortunately, that's the way a lot of people operate. It's like they don't, like something happens, they go, oh, they can't feel sorry for you, or like, oh, you poor dear. They got to go like this, oh, what if that happened to me, inside their mind, if they don't say it verbally. And then they pave their actions as that point, like that. So I mean, it's like, what you're sorry about is that you found out you have a thin 2-inch frame. I mean, 2-inch depth person. A person is like not thin skin, has no depth, is not a person. That person's cardboard. And, it's like a person is not a real person at this point. She may become later. Well, she is just showing her immaturity. Now, you're almost like, if you dwell on it, that's like you're trying to, like, she has to grow. And some people, they're incapable of growing. She's incapable. She could be incapable of growing. And then that is a waste of your time. You might as well, listen, the University, I think, of Tokyo, I think Yale University, a number of places, they have online free courses, of which you should spend your time and learn some things different, a language, anything to put your mind in a different place. Now, you don't get credit for it, but so what? You still, they give you, you can attend classes with other people online. And I mean, there's a schedule for it. Just look it up. I haven't looked it up for a while, but it's something you need someplace to put your mind, to get yourself in another place without thinking about your pitiful association with this person who is rather selfish and self-oriented. This person's in her own head. She cannot be a friend. She's proving it. She cannot be a friend. And for you to be thinking about her is a waste of your time. It's a waste of your time. You understand? And we're talking about you. What's good for you? And she's already said that she's not good for you. And she's already flipping out because you are like going through some changes. And these changes, spirit is showing you basically what you have what you have been like associating with. You have to find somebody with some backbone, a stronger person. Not, she's weak. She's weak. She's telling you, I'm too weak to be, And then again, I mean, it is a sorry thing, but it's better to know these things than to unknow these things. 15 years, I've had friends for 15 years. I've had friends, and it is what it is. And it's time that, I'm sure she's given indication that she was like this prior, already in the past. And that itself is, she's just showing you this is the way things are. Yes, and the way, first of all, when you know that you have difficulties like this right now, what's happening, the first thing to do is to find something that you're interested in outside of what you usually do, right? Find something else or something that's going to be a spark, a match to spark off some intel about where you can put your mind to. Gotcha? I mean, you got to take stock of who's around you. And like, then when she sees that you don't, you're not whining after her, you're not going to give her the same amount of attention. Do you understand? You're not going to give her. And then she's going to feel like, well, gee, it's almost as though she has you on a leash. Well, cut the leash. Take the collar off. Take the collar off, which is in other words like cutting the thread of your, it's like the red thread of fate. Cut it off. Take a scissors and cut it off. And then see how she feels. So right now she's feeling all, like a balloon. I'm so great. Look at my friend, blah, blah, blah. The point is, cut her off. Cut her off. Cut her off in your head. Cut her off in your feelings. Cut her off in your heart. Think about only yourself. And as I said, you can use these well-heeled universities. They have online courses, free. I mean, just something, and then give you guidelines. What to read, what to do, so you don't have to. So you can heal yourself through knowing something else. It could be philosophy. It could be math. It could be anything. Geography. It could be, foreign language. It could be anything. Accounting. It doesn't matter. Something. It could be drawing. Anything. I don't know if they have drawing for free, but they certainly have like other courses. Design. I mean, anything. Just something. Try it. Sorry. Try it. It could be anything. Just to get beyond, the initial, God, man, she dumped me. No, she didn't dump you. She showed her weakness to you. She showed that she was weak. And that's the revelations. That's important revelations. Gee, I mean, why waste your time with somebody like that? But the point is, what is the past is the past is the past. Close the door and open another door. It's spring, new season, new love, the year of the snake. Shed that stuff. Shed it. Don't harp on it. And yeah, I can see. Now, this is a woman who is, this is a person who is going into a relationship and starting, something else. And this is what she's bringing to the table. In other words, she's the weakie. She is, she's like, good luck with that. Good luck with that relationship. And maybe she's marrying somebody just like herself. And then these two, like, lack of these two non 100% people are together, and c'est la vie. Maybe, she's a 40 and he's a 60. Maybe they're both 30s and they both come up 60s. Who knows? Who cares? Right? Who cares? It's her life. She's made her decision and she showed herself to be weak. And it's none of your business. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got other things to do with yourself. And the first thing to do is, well, you got to figure out what you're going to, what do you want to do? I mean, there's always quick fixes, but you can be a babysitter for that matter as a quick fix. You could be like, spring is coming. You could help somebody with their gardening. Whatever. As well as for a career, you have to think about what kind of career is going to really last, not more than 2 years. What career and what kind of mental, how do you say it, input that you want to put into it. And you have to think too, what is going to be like, what is going to bring in the kind of money that you want to, stuff like that. Anyway, those are some things that happen. Friends love. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you get involved in like situations that you reach out to people to help pull you out of these situations, to at least give you a different perspective, and then you got your different perspective, you move on to what you really want to do. I mean, friendship is hard, friendship is work, and a lot of people don't want to put the work into a friendship. They don't want to put the work in anything. They're just looking for something to pass the time and some noise. Well, that works for that's like going to a bar, but it's a different, like you go to a bar, you have a few drinks, you do this, you do that, but you can't live in a bar. You can't exist in a bar. Really exist. You can't grow in a bar. You can. It's a waste of time. Some people are a waste of time. A lot of people are a waste of time. But you got to think about, what do you want to put into a relationship? What do you want to put into life? What kind of love are you going to give? Do you want to be somebody that people talk about in a loving tone or in a gossipy tone? It's all these things. It's all these things that love, spring love, eternal love, passing love. Yes, yes. Me too, me too, me too, me too. Me too. Things are changing. I mean, you want to get recognition for the things that you really are interested in doing, right? What you oops, that almost fell. You want to get recognition for, like, who you are as a person, and where where you're gonna go. I mean, you really want to get you feel you gotta cut out the BS. A lot of people are not good for you. Only, you know what I'm saying. Like, your friend is not good for you, obviously, obviously. And sometimes the people sometimes it hurts, but the hurt is basically a nerve ending within you awakening. I need to pay attention to this in my life. I do not want to have people that fall apart when a crisis happens. Who the hell wants to be around somebody that, when things don't go hunky dory or Pollyanna or, happy, 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 that when things change, then people are like, I can't handle this. Who wants to be around a weak person? Who wants to be around people that can't handle life's currents? I think the thing was a wake up call to you to put some more solid relationships. And until you can find more solid relationships, more solid people, study, read, do something else. Something else. I mean, play music, something. Other than thinking, other than being around people that can't handle change or that are not going to be there for you when you're experiencing change. I know. That's just the way. So it's a wake up call. And there's nothing wrong with being alone either, alone. When you're alone and you're changing, you can only listen to yourself. And that could be a good thing for a while. Listening to yourself because you know yourself what you need to do. You need to know how much money you need. Are you going to be one of those people that need 50K, 150K, 250K? How are you going to get it if it's impossible? How are you? Maybe you can. There's a lot of women. Women-owned businesses. You can make your own business. You can do your own business. There's a lot of grants around that will assist you in making your own business if you can't get a job. And then, you can be Spartan, you bare essentials until you get like things moving. But think about what you want to do. Think about what position you want. And think about being around people that are real people. That's the thing. Be around some real people. That's what this spring is all about. And that's what you need to do, everyone, is be real. If you can't be real and accept people go through changes, and and big changes too. I mean, right now it's a job. I mean, what if, I mean, there's too many, life is too important to be wasting it with knowing people that aren't real and can't handle reality. And you shouldn't, but the most important thing is like to understand that love and living are the same thing. People that don't love themselves cannot love you. People that are only doing things because it's expected of them, I'm at a certain age I get married, at a certain age I have kids, at a certain age it's like the dinner call. I eat breakfast, I eat lunch, I eat dinner, and I poop in between that, and I wash each day. Duh. I mean, that's not that okay. That's different. It's not love, and that's not. I mean, of course, love is a part of all that, but that's not. That's not being alive. That's not being alive and being loving. I mean, real love is being able to be a real person. And that's something I don't think a lot of people in this country, in other countries as well too, because not just this country, a lot of people in society, post World War, modernity, especially now too. Forget about you know, the last whatever. It's been 70 years since. How many years has been since? Yeah, it's been 70 years since the last World War, announced World War. Anyway, I'm just saying that with all the modern things that have happened, right now we're in a particular kinky position. Now, right now we have to realize, and most people don't. Most people cannot handle the fact that society is outsourcing humanity in a way, because the whole thing it's all about power. And that's one thing about relationships, business, friendship, relationships. There's a power struggles going on all over, all over. And who can control instead of like be together? So there are some shifts going on. And you have to be around with people that want to be with people, with together, hand in hand, not lording over on some sort of level, lording over consumerism, lording over who's got them, who is more favored, I mean, it's so sick. It's all so sick. Instead of just joining hands, we're having this kind of like, pyramid type a trip going on. And society is building up, of course, like, one group against another group, and so on and so on, so they can control people. And there's a lot of susceptible idiots who are, even those with intelligence, are like falling prey to hierarchy, to the division, so they can have hierarchy. One person at the top rules the roost. So I mean, there's a lot of gullible, naive people, and that aren't real. They aren't real, and you have no time right now because society is at a point with robots and using machines for every single thing, and even taking machines, trying to give machines a breath and life and vitality. It's just crazy. It is crazy, and you have to be with people that recognize that it's bizarre, and it's like okay. It's like people who play with their food instead of just eating it. You just have to put the. You just have to put a division of going us and them. But in a reality, I mean, why be with people that need to be? They can't be real. They can't enjoy life's substance. And of course, with a lot of artificiality, synthetic foods, there are 30 countries in this world that we deal with on trade that don't want American food. They will not take food from America because it's synthetic. The water is like polluted. The air is funked up. I mean, we're like living in a place that like strange. We have to keep our humanity. We have to appreciate. You want to be with people who appreciate, they keep their humanity and they appreciate humanity. Not those people like, look at my new gadget I just bought for X amount of dollars, or look at this. I mean, it's crazy. It's very crazy. No, no, there isn't a set. Oh, there is and there isn't. But like, you can just you can just donate to me if you want. I understand. I mean, I'm like trying to get certain things done myself, and I can help feed my kitties. That would help. But I mean, it's just that we're just like we have to have our feet on the ground and feel like I love this earth, and like I really want to do something with my life. Now, what do you want to do with your life? And that's the question. And like setting priorities, and also setting your heights. Like there's people that right now there's a system in place that's just trying to crunch people, crunch, 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 and the weaker ones are going, oh, I'm crunching, and I'm enjoying my little 2x4 space, and that is unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but it's happening. It's happening. I mean, and it's like you have to question everything now because so many things we've been told and we've lived by are not things to live by. They're not. They're not. They are what's important, our values. What are our values? What are your values? What are my values? And what are your friends' values? And then some people like people around just for amusement, right? You don't want to be around anybody like that. So I mean, but you can use Cash App if you want and just send me something. I'm just trying to say that it's like we're having right now is a period when people are losing their jobs. Prices are astronomical. You're being told that like tariffs, like 25% tariffs from this country, that all the countries in the world making goods are good for us, are good for you and me. And if you do business with somebody that, ooh, maybe I'll look later. So, Let me see. Just a second, okay? I'll be right back. Let me take a look. 'Cause I'm excited. Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, well. I heard it. I can't. It's too much trouble. What's your question? Please sent me a question. Let me go look. Okay, I'm back again. Okay. All right. Let's see now. Let's take a question. You shouldn't ask, but I'm going to do it for you anyway. Because I understand. I understand when a friend, dear friend, changes. It's it's haunting. It's haunting. And it's also like where it's like it affects every fiber of your bone. But you have to realize that like when a person of your bestie does that, your assumed bestie, that this is a pattern. This is not, if it happens once, it's going to happen twice. Remember that. So, I mean, they are showing their weak side. Now, even though they could say it in an accusatory tone, they're still showing you some part of them that you should pay acute attention to because they're establishing a pattern. We all establish patterns. Getting up in the morning and staying up late at night, whatever. It's a pattern. All right. So let me focus on this. Now, how does she feel? Okay. Okay. How does she feel after the argument you had? All right. How does she feel? How does she feel? This one. How does she feel? Now, let me see. How does she feel? How does she feel? I take this one. One more. I think I'll take this one. All right. How does she feel? All right. Well, look at this. Now, the poorhouse, right? The five of coins, the five of pentacles. Now, when you have the five of pentacles, the loss is a loss, right? There's a loss. And there's a loss that affects you psychologically. It's low self-esteem. So either she feels the loss. There's a loss, mutual loss. And the point is she can think that I'm too good for you, or she feels a pang of regret. But I don't know if she feels regret on this. But this is like low self-esteem. That's for sure. In this case, we're going to go low self-esteem. Now, how does she feel? She feels that she was a bitch. Does she feel that she got like even with you? These are all the questions. But she feels a loss. I would say that's a definite loss. Look at it, right? Five of Pentacles. The next card we pulled. This is the Seven of Pentacles. Now these are both earth, emotions. The pentacles coins represent earth, our biology, our depth, our, stuff we grab. right? We can grab tangibles. Now, this is the Seven of Pentacles, the assessment. She's thinking about it. She's thinking about it. So far, we have, it wasn't a great thing that happened. It wasn't great at all. It was pathetic. And the fact that she's thinking about it, she's trying to see, like, who won. Maybe she's trying to think about who won the thing. She did good or she did bad. I mean, her big day is coming, and what? Another Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles. Maybe she felt you slapped her a bit slaps yourself, or maybe it was like, let me see, maybe she's been treating you too fairly, too much like an equal, that you're not her equal anymore. Maybe she feels that, like, you have nothing in common anymore because the money's not there. Your money's not there. She's better than you. The equalness of your relationship is distorted. The equalness, the balance of your relationship is off kilter. Maybe she's afraid your poverty germs might hit them, right? Something like that. You with me on this one? This one is like, yeah. This, I would take the Six of Coins, the Six of Pentacles, as the judgment, the scales. She's weighing the scales. I wouldn't take it as like so much do unto others, do on one to one. Like one side gets this, and you're gonna give the same equal amount to this side. Because it's not like that. Even if you look on this side, there's Three of Pentacles on one side, and there's Two of Pentacles, and there's one under this. The two sides are not balanced. Something to keep in mind. Then, of course, we have, and it's all Pentacles too, all Pentacles, all Earth sign. What is this? And then this is the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is the bosom, the heart to heart, the family. Well, it doesn't look that good. It's like, even this is like a wedding ceremony here too. This is more or less like, the happy home inside inside the group, the inside group, the house, right? The fact that we have here the low self-esteem. We have what to do about it, the feeling. Well, I get the feeling your friend is not proud of what happened, of course, but she feels that she's got the better half right now, and she is shutting you out. She feels that you're not welcomed right now, and she's like, she can't understand you. She can't understand why you're having what you're having. She can't comprehend it. And she refuses to comprehend it, more or less. It's her own inability to take life's turns. You're scaring the shit out of her, basically. Your situation is scares her. So she can't, and she knows in her deeper self, she knows she can't handle things. She can't handle life's realities, life's changes. Yes, it means a wedding, but it also means yes. In some cases it does. In this illustration, yes, but it also means like in in the group, in the circle, inside safe. She does not feel. Look, you have first. You have the Five of Pentacles, right? The Five of Pentacles. Low self-esteem, out in the cold. Out in the cold. Look, see the out in the cold, right? Not that you come into the cold. You're not. Go beyond the actual depiction, right? The Four of Wands means, like, you're in the family. You're out of the family. You're not in the family in the family home, in the family cave. You're out of the cave. And then this here being decided, all right, we have the two. This is like one side, the balance. It's not balance. See, 3 on this side, 2 on this side, and 1 over here. It's not like 3 to 3, which lead, the scales. And this is thinking about the reasons why. What is the reasons why? The poverty card, the low self-esteem, you're different because of what happened. And it could be the wedding, but beyond the wedding, it's like, is it going to fit with her current concept of what of the group? Does the group want to deal with your change of circumstances, with life situation? Maybe they're all afraid that they're going to lose their job. Could be. Could be. That's fearful of many people. People are that way. But it could depict the wedding. That's true. But going beyond the wedding is going into being important to this group, the group. Who is important to the group? And then, remember this one, this, and this, right? See the look, see? I'm thinking about it. How am I going to deal with this? And the balance. The benevolent person. Is she the benevolent person? Is she benevolent to you? Is she understanding? No. It was one side. You see the sides, right? You see the sides. If you were to read these cards exactly. All about me. You see, we're dealing with a me-centered person, not you and what you're going through. Me. She takes everything internal because she's fearful. She is weak. She is a weak person, and people don't. There's not an age to weakness. I mean, in other words, a person can live their entire life being weak. And they think because they have certain consumer goods, they're not weak, but they're weak. And then she's going to be using, don't let a pattern come in. Exactly. She thinks that she is, exactly. That's what I'm saying. She feels that, this is not a thing of regret. This 5 of Pentacles is not regret. She thinks that she is her life is on a better keel than your life. And that's not a friend. It's not a person who loves. That's a person who is flaky, superficial. What the real love is, that's not real friendship. But of course, people, and so many people, especially in this country, think real love has to deal with sex. No, real love deals with real love. It has nothing particularly to do with, sex. This is like being a friend, a person, really loving life, feeling the abundance and the necessary elements of life. And your friend is all egocentric, me, me. She's like, is this doesn't look good for me. That's what she thinks. Yes. Hey, Robert. I mean, it's like, I think that your friend does not. She's immature. She's immature. Well, yeah. I mean, or maybe she's just incomplete or not really a real person. I mean, she's like she has growth to do. It doesn't just because you have growth to do doesn't mean you're going to achieve the growth that's necessary to be a real person. She is not a real person. Right. And that is the thing that's what that's the problem with so many people and so many relationships, especially since we spend half our time doing videos, watching our phones, watching the videos, doing this. I mean, we're not really like tangible, touching and being, and we're too much into having devices separating us from the reality of needing real people around us. I mean, of being a real person. It has nothing to, yeah, but you're still missing the whole point. It's not about, in her mind, it's all about her. Her. When she thinks of you, she's projecting herself instead of thinking about you as a person. She's incapable of getting out of that movie. Oh, this life is a movie. It's a script. I feel like I'm in a movie, concept. She cannot be real. And that's hurtful. It is, but that's her. There are people like that. There's lots of people like that. Everything is me. It's like she's stoned all the time or something like that. She's stoned on pot or something. She's acting like a stoner. Everything is me, 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 me. And that's unfortunate, and it's also a drag. Yeah. It has nothing to do with you. And that's the sorry part about it. You're realizing your friend's reaction and the experience you had has nothing to do about you. It's all about her. Exactly. Her. And that's kind of sick. It's kind of sick. It's sick. So that's why when we say like love, I mean, it's almost as though, and no one should take public office or any type of representational office for anybody unless they really love life and they know what love is. And very few people know these days or willing to like express real love because it's a fearless state. It's a fearless state. I'm not. Your friend is fearful if she thinks too much about you, she'll lose herself, and that's all she has is herself. That's all she has is herself, and uh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Her world is very narrow, and it's not really for your friend's world is not a world that is. It's almost like it's like she's like a card, like a postcard world. We're just like instead of having lots of pages, lots of things, it just has like You open it up, you read like a few lines, and that's it. That's it. That's your friend's world. There's no reason, there's no room for anyone else. None. So let's just take this. Let's cleanse these feelings of pain. Let's cleanse these feelings of whatever negative vibrations you shared with her. And let's open the door to new things, okay? So don't think about it anymore. Put it down, think about you. Okay? Thank you. No, I understand perfectly well. It's just one of these, lessons that you learned. That's all, right? You learned. And now you're on to something else. And, do whatever you have to get that money flow going. And think about what kind of career you want. Think about what kind of career what do you want, what are you going to do to get you over this hump, and also putting better people in. You need new people. Like I need new people, you need new people. It's like new people in your life. And periodically we have to realize, you know, our needs. What do we need? Stuff like that. You have to think about what you need to do. And sometimes you just gotta sit down on your bed and just just do that kind of well, if I do this, I do that, and blah blah blah, blah blah blah. What interests me, and what are you gonna do? That's all. What are you gonna do? And the best way to get there, the quickest, because you don't want to take a year and a day. You don't want to. You want to think, what is the best way to get my feet on the ground? What should I do? And be aware of the obstacles, be aware of the traps, and be aware of people that are oh, I'll help you. Be wary, and be discriminating. That's all. That's all. Be discriminating about whose help or whose advice and what is their motive. Because people are very strange these days. There's a lot of dishonesty, and there's a lot of frightful people running around. Really. And they're too scared for some reason to say I need help, or when they're too scared to be real people. That's very strange though, but it's true. They're too scared to be real people. You have to be strong to be a real person. Really, you have to, and not bossy or it's name calling, but strong. And how many people, even in the best of times, fit that category? Sometimes does it? It's strange. But it's also, I think it comes down to frequency level. If you raise your frequency up, of which you can, you almost get a little detached, but not quite, and you remain calm and get your frequency level higher, then you can see things clearer. Yeah, go ahead. Hmm. Okay. Thank you. 1 second. What advice? Okay. What advice? Let's change the cards now because we've already cut through the stuff. Let's see. Let's do these. Hmm. Let's take. Let's do these cards. All right. Let's see what the spirits. Spirit says. Let me take this one. Let's make sure they're all right. All right. Take. Leave that there. And let's shuffle them up. Let's shuffle them up and see. What does Spirit, what kind of advice can you give? Can you give? Let's see. What kind of advice? Now let's see. I'll take this one. What kind of advice? That one. What kind of advice do you have, Spirit? Tell me. What kind of advice? This one's more sensitive. What kind of advice, Spirit? This one. All right. Let's see. And we picked 4 cards. Spirit, what do we see here? Sully. All right. The Ace of Wands. That's good. The Ace of Wands. That means you've got to concentrate on your own fire, first of all. And something that gives you a new one, a new path, a new direction that makes your blood warm. That warms you, right? Fire, the wands, the earth element, a new direction. Something that turns you on. It turns you on. Not that you are turned on by others, but turns you on. And the second one we have here, ooh, just look at this. The sun. Maybe it's a good thing that, this happened. Look at this. We got the sun. The sun. Think about yourself. Where you're going. What direction you need to go. Look at this. Fire, sun. Both heat elements, right? Warmth. Overreaching. Reaching for your heavens, your place. Go for what you want to do. Go for your dream, whatever that dream is. You've got the energy right now. Let's see this next one. Oh, look at this. We have here the crown of coins. Earth energy is with you. Look at this. We have the crown of coins. We have the earth and the fires. Earth and the fires. This is it's pretty good. And we have justice. Look at that. This is pretty good. The spirit is telling you to, like, first of all, take your own side. Take your own side. Judgment, justice. You do your own thing. You do what you want to do. You do something that is like something you've been thinking about doing. You're doing it's the best thing. This what has happened is a good thing. This change is necessary, obviously. The change you went through is necessary because it's leading you to a path that you can have fantastic fulfillment. You got rid of, okay, your job, your friend. You got rid of the clutter, the garbage. The garbage. You see this? The sun. The king of coins. The crown of coins. That's pretty high up there. Pretty high in the decision making. You freed yourself and you opened the door to a path that you are going. The door is open to take the path that you want to take. And then you have the Ace of Wands. You've got the fire, you've got the guts, and you got the cosmos working for your direction. You choose wisely. Choose wisely. Because the job was crap, your friend was crap. You chose the right path. And maybe you yourself weren't taking the steps necessary, but the spirit is leading you to the center, to your center. Because right now, the door is open for you to do your evolution. Evolve. Spirit is telling you to evolve quickly. Now, the time is right. Go for it. Go for what you really want to do, who you really are. Go for the opportunity. The opportunities. This is an excellent door, an excellent path. The Ace of Wands. You must do what excites you, what stimulates you, what gives you the best growth. You understand? In other words, sit down, relax, and think about what you really want to do. And then how you can financially get that goal in place. Financially get that goal in place because the earth is working with you. The earth forces are working with you, and the fire forces are giving you the opportunity will come your way. The earth is moving in a path to help you get what you need. And then you have the sun. This is the time for you to do action. Forget about the past. Close the door. Close the door. Close the door. Right now, you got something hot. Something really, 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 really hot coming. Really, really rewarding. And the earth, something really. If you have any type of job thing, go for it. Go for it now. If you have a path that you wanted to try out, go for it now. Right now. Look at this. The sun, the crown of coins, and the Ace of Wands. Earth and the sun. Look at all that. You have two major arcana cards, and you have a high level court cards, and you have the opportunity. Hello, how are you? You see what I mean, Sully? You have to do it now. You have to do it now. Now is your time. Now is your time. Whatever happened, happened for the best. Don't dwell on it. Go forward. You have to figure out what excites you. What stimulates you? Because you have a lot of things going for you right now. You really do. This is your time. Don't waste it. And you made it right, and you made justice. You were right. You are right. Don't think about anything but you right now. Exactly. Only you. Your this path that the stuff that has happened. Do you see any regret? No. Do you see any sorrow? No. Do you see any nine of wands? No. You see all this. Look at all this uplifting. Up, 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 up. You mean it's the path. Whatever happened, it's the path. You weren't supposed to go there. You weren't supposed to go there. You're not working at that place anymore. You're not working for that place anymore. It's good. It's good. It's justice. No matter what. Even if you have to eat a can of beans every night, blah, blah, blah. It's good. You got to put the fire in your innards. you know, just, it's there. It's something is awaiting you. You just got to figure out what you just got to be sharp enough to that timing and grab it. Just grab it. But this time is right now. Spring. Spring is your time. Spring. Now. Do it. Got it? Do it. Do it. It's beautiful. Beautiful. This is like firecrackers all over the place, stars all over the place. It's great. It's great. Great timing. Great stuff. Great stuff. Okay? All right. So, Aisha, how are you? Good. Go out there and kick some, kick some ass. Go out there and do it. You're welcome. Come again. Come again. You're welcome very much. You're welcome. See. And when you, come back again. All right? I'm good, Aisha. I'm good. How are you? How are you? How are you doing? What are you doing? Well, if anyone would like a reading, let me know. And if you do want a reading, I'm here. And see what's there. I'm here for a little bit longer, a little while longer. Well, let's see now. Let me take these. Well, anyway, let me cleanse the air. Well, sometimes things are so complicated and sometimes they're so simple. Just the way things are sometimes. But there's so many people that like to put trips on everybody else. And you can tell that they really, it's basically because they just can't love. And they, to love, I think it's harder to love than anything else in the world. It's the hardest thing in the world to love. I mean, love yourself is pretty hard. Love other people is 1,000 times harder. I mean, you can say I love myself, and they have all these kinds of names calling each people that are obsessed with themselves, but that's not real love. That's not real love. That's just some kind of like, you know, some kind of infringement upon. That's just playing with words. But when we're talking about, I mean, basically love and hate, or just sometimes. I mean, I think modern society makes people have indifference to themselves and indifference to others, and then they kind of puts, it's almost like if indifference was like pancakes, society makes you have like emotions or like this, the syrup and the butter you put over the pancakes, like sappy. Like it's sappy to be in love, or it's better to be cold and distant. And then we keep doing that kind of behavior. It's harder to love, to understand what love is. It's hard. It's hard, but not impossible. And then we get like between all the the Wi-Fi, the 5G, the propaganda that we constantly get about things, videos and stuff. Our human emotions get really sacrificed, barbecued, fried, frozen. And do we ever grow? We have to wonder: do we ever really grow in modern societies? Is growth even possible in a modern society, the way without questioning it? I mean, you have to question everything, and questions are often discouraged by different ways, like calling people who think a certain kind of way names, categories, blah blah blah, divisions, and then you have to just somehow you have to get your sensibilities together, and that's kind of hard sometimes. That's kind of hard. That's kind of hard. If anyone would like a reading, you can let me know. And probably could do one more reading. Well, Hello. If you like a reading, let me know. I'm here. Just type out your question. Yeah. Oh, look, what's he got? Remains. My baby girl. Oh, yeah. Yes. Anyway, readings are available. If anybody would like to have a reading, let me know. I'm here. Talking about love relationships, things like that. What is real love? You know, permanent love. What is like flaky love, if that is love? Thinking about friends, love of friends, love of partners, love of parents, love of life, love of having courage, strong love, weak love, feelings. Where are you going? Where are you going with these feelings? Are you reading too much into somebody's emotions towards you? Are you thinking of them but feeling yourself in them? Oh, it's so complicated. All these type of things. Those are the things that we're thinking about. We're just wondering just how genuine are your feelings about someone that you love, and how genuine are those feelings that a person feels about you. I mean, is it permanent love, forever love? Is it seasonal love? Or even friendship, too. Friendship. I mean, friendship is very powerful, very, very powerful. Even without like one to one. Is this person really my friend? Is this person just like, passing time with me? Hmm. Or does this person really want to be together with me? Or are we really sharing something? Or we're sharing nothing? You don't know. Anyway, I'm here to see about your love, love things. Okay, all right. Let's see if you want it. Let's start to get hard.